Welcome to 100 Yards of Football. It's our Sports Minute. I'm your host, Vincent Turner, and joining me today is my producer and co-host, Mr. Logan Landers. Today, we're going to highlight the Auburn Tigers 2025 football season preview. So if you like the video, please come in and share. We surely appreciate here on 100 Yards of Football. War Eagle. Can I say it again? War Eagle. My homeboy, Hugh Freeze. Year 4, the heat is on. But I think Mr. Freeze is going to be all right because I think he's got the most talented football team he's had on the Plains. One guy that's going to make Hugh Freeze happy this year is a gentleman I saw play at Alexander High School. That's right, Logan.
That's it.
Your high school. The gentleman's name is Mr. Eric Singleton Jr., who's a stud at Alexander High School. And I think with Cam Coleman, I think War Eagle's going to be flying like an eagle. And then I like Xavier Chaplin, big offensive tackle, elite pass rusher that they brought over from Virginia Tech. And they got one of the best defensive ends in the country, Kendrick Falk. Remember that name because he's going to be a top 5 pick. Outstanding defensive talent since they had Andre Bruce. So, War Eagle, it's time for you to fly. Now over to Mr. Logan Landers.
Hey, Vincent, Hugh Freeze. It's funny, we just got done talking about Lane Kiffin and the Ole Miss Rebels. And Hugh Freeze, he's also up there in terms of you love him or you hate him as a head coach, I would say, out there in War Eagle, as you said. And for Auburn, they've just been kind of kicking the tires here the last couple of years, it feels like. And they're hoping that maybe this year will be the one where they finally get more than 8 wins. They haven't won more than 8 games, Vincent, since 2019. It's been that long. It's been about 7 less since 5-6 years ago at this point. So they are hoping that, like you said, this is a talented core here. But with Auburn coming into this season, there is some controversy at the quarterback position. Who is going to be out there? Who's going to be helping them lead the charge this year? Could they potentially go through a litany of quarterbacks? Could they change things out? If the going gets tough, we'll see. The 3 main ones you're going to look at. It's going to be Ashton Daniels. He's a transfer from Stanford with the Cardinals. He's got experience. He's got leadership. You got Deuce Knight, 5-star freshman coming out of Mississippi. He's got dual threat abilities right there. And the final one is going to be Jackson Arnold. Highly talented recruit. We know about that. He's got talent and depth. So all 3 of those guys, they're vying for a starting position here for the Auburn Tigers this upcoming year. A couple of other players to go along with what Vincent mentioned. Jason Jones on the D-line with the trenches. Really good player there. I'm expecting another good year from him. Going back to the linebacking spot. We know how good Owen Popo is. SEC premier. Top talent linebacker right there. Leader as well. Great playmaking ability. I think that he's going to have another successful season. And when you look at some other guys as well, 2 guys like Wesley Steiner, Cam Riley, they're going to contribute to this season in the linebacking unit. I think that Auburn, they're going to get better, right? This is going to be a good season for them. And a key fact, Vincent, just about their schedule, home opener, right, is going to be against the Baylor Bears. And Vincent, this is their first kind of true road opener since 2002. They had a road game back in 2019. That was at a mutual site in Texas. But they haven't played a true road opener in 25 years almost. So it'll be interesting to see if they can adjust to that, if they can get the win over the Bears. But I think this is a team where they're going to get, I think, anywhere from 7 to 9 wins, just kind of depending. And this is going to be a better team than, we live down here in Georgia. We hear a lot about Auburn fans, and they've been frustrated, Vincent, for a while. But I think you're finally going to see, kind of the stepping stone to a more successful team over the next handful of years. It starts right here. I think Hugh Freeze, as you mentioned, very talented lineup on both ends of the ball. And I think this is where they finally get things rolling and to a more successful future if you're an Auburn Tigers fan.
My final words about War Eagle. Pat Sullivan, Ted Beasley, William Andrews, Joe Cribbs, James Brooks, Hugh Freeze. The Eagle might be flying down on the plains. And, of course, Cam Newton. Back to you, Mr. Logan Landers.
And we'll see how these guys can do. Of course, the alumni, we're going to see them there each and every Saturday cheering on these Tigers. And all the it's going to be fun to watch, though. But, hey, guys, if you enjoyed the episode, like, comment, share, and, of course, subscribe on Facebook, YouTube. Also, go download the podcast on the Believe Podcast Network. Anywhere you enjoy listening to the shows like Apple or Spotify. We're on there each and every single week with not just all the Sports Minute videos. We also got the great Legends interviews we've got. We've got the just historical aspect of that as well. So go over there, download it, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Well, this has been your producer today. I've been Logan Landers, joined by the host and founder of 100 Yards Football, Vincent Turner. That's been our Sports Minute talking about the Auburn Tigers and their 2025 season preview. We'll see you guys again on another live.